Well, I'm not gonna go into that anyways. I didn't even know I was in queue. W-mom. Alright, let's watch. 30 seconds, that's good enough. Alright, let's go.
Left.
This is our last dev update of the year, and before we get into some of the things you'll see in Season 1 2026, we wanted to thank you all for being on the journey with us this year.
As always, want to show some love for your passion, for keeping us honest, and for making working on this game so worth it. Now, in January, we'll be back to talk more about Season 1, as well as a little bit of what to expect for the rest of 2026 overall. But for now, let's get into it.
We learned a lot this year about seasons. Many of you
Okay. Three and one. Okay.
liked what came with the themes, the map art updates, metagames, new champions, and champ updates overall, for example. But we also saw that if we leaned too hard into a region, it could feel very one note, especially when it comes to skins. And as it turns out, there is too much of a thing like Noxus.
A lot of red and black.
Yeah.
So, we'll continue to find the right balance for thematic seasons moving forwards.
Yo, Cycle Sisters,
Speaking of
appreciate it.
which,
Hold up.
it's time to talk about Season 1 of 2026. For this, we wanted a contrast from 2025, with its ancient danger, a dark end, and quite a bit of scheming throughout. So next year, we want to kick things off with themes of unity, hope, and justice, with a drop of righteous judgment thrown in there for good measure.
So that means Petricite, gold, and blue accents on the map, as well as some Damasia-themed skins, including some champions reimagined as Damasians, with plenty of non-Damasia skins for some variety.
That also means that the yearly cinematic in January will feature Damasian champions. We're going back to old-school Damasia this time, back in time to what some might consider the golden age of Damasia, when it was a beacon of hope and a bastion of justice.
Hey, Andrew,
Batches.
are we forgetting some?
I don't think so.
You sure?
Nah, yeah, let's keep going. I don't want this to drag on.
Anyway, we have a range of Summoner's Rift changes the team will talk about in a
chat,
moment.
do you guys get it? Because it's like a Shyvana rework or something. Drag on. You guys get it? Chat, do you guys get it? Yo, do you guys get it, chat?
And this year, we'll also talk about some updates to Swift Play. With that, we're going to hand it over to Riot Endstep and Freak, who will walk you through some of the Summoner's Rift changes
Wait,
coming in
Freak!
January.
Wait, hold up.
Hey everyone, I'm Riot
Freak! Yeah.
and we're here to talk to you about the Summoner's Rift gameplay changes coming in January.
Freak!
Over the last few years, League has been largely about team fighting over neutral objectives. Fighting around grubs,
yo!
dragons, or that vision ward you just placed around grubs or dragons.
And while we know 5v5s make for some of the highest highs, we want to swing back towards a state where more strategies like splitting or sieging are more viable.
So we're making some changes to major neutral objectives, towers, and minions in order to do just that.
Additionally, we're making adjustments to roles so everyone has an appropriate impact on the outcome of
Freak
each game.
thinks he's
because
owner.
right now, some lanes are much better at turning a winning lane into a winning game.
We also have some delightful improvements, so let's get started.
The first thing you'll notice in January is that the game starts faster. We want to reduce downtime after you load in, so minions and basic jungle camps first spawn 35 seconds earlier than they do today.
Huh?
After you load in, so minions and basic jungle camps first spawn 35 seconds earlier.
35? Yeah, we're cooked. Yeah, no. Chat. The meme, I'm not even joking. The hugging turret meme is gonna be gone. It's gonna be hugging Nexus meta. It's gonna be actually hugging Nexus meta. Also, invades are gone then. Alhamdulillah. Bro, this is so good for me. Oh my god, this is great.
Than they do today. You'll still be able to pull off early invades,
No, you
but
won't.
you'll have to be much more decisive.
No,
when
you
load
won't.
in.
We're also making some changes to vision. It's an incredibly
Chat, I
powerful
feel like it's gonna be voice chat. Oh my god, please be voice chat. Chat, do you think they will add voice? No, they won't. Okay, let's calm ourselves.
tool in League, but right now it feels monopolized by supports and sometimes by junglers. We want to make effectively warding the map easier to learn for everyone, and give more opportunities and power towards drops by pushing champions, especially mid and top laners who are side laning later in the game.
So, we're adding Phaelites, locations that grant
What the
temporary
fuck
bonus
is
vision to
that?
wards with unique bonus vision areas for each spot. Some Phaelite rings will be available at the beginning of each game, while others reveal themselves when the Elemental Rift transforms, particularly those that would otherwise disrupt early game jungle.
Okay, so on to the objectives. Otacon was one of the biggest additions to
W
the Rift this
Otacon.
year.
W
It was a
Otacon. I
pretty
think it's a
cool,
great
unique
objective.
to fight over. That said, he contributed to objective fatigue, which many of you cited as an issue, and we agree.
Wait, what?
We wanted to alleviate...
Wait, chat. Sorry, I'm dumb. Maybe you guys know this. What does objective fatigue mean? Wait, it's only swift play. Oh, okay, it was only a swift play. Too many perma-fight? Too many objectives? Oh... What do you mean that's true? No, please don't remove objectives, brother man. If there's no objectives... Oh...
This over time, we had removed the second form of Otacon, we removed the second set of grubs, but it really wasn't enough. So, just like Zehen did, we are cutting Otacon out of the game. That includes Blood Roses and the petals with them.
That said, let us know what you think about limited time gameplay changes and if there's something you'd like to see more of.
But back to Otacon, his removal also means that Baron will go back to his old 20-minute spawn time. Welcome back, King.
Additionally, we're making all epic monsters more durable, especially late game dragons as you get closer to Dragon Soul. That should make it so that it's easier for teams on the back foot to contest dragons and other epic monsters or trade something meaningful on the other side of the map.
Finally, we're also removing feats of strength from the game. We like that they push teams to progress the game and provided goals to rally around, but we think we can create better game systems that allow for players to have more individual agency over their games. With feats getting the boot, we're adding back some gold rewards for First Blood and First Turret.
Another way we're looking to improve sieging is with a new mechanic called Crystalline Overgrowth, which is kind of like a universal demolish effect. Crystals will build up on towers over several minutes, and when hit, they're consumed to deal an extra burst of damage based on how much buildup has accumulated.
Wait, whoa. Give me a rewind on that. Hold up. Wait. Did anyone catch that? Hold up. Did anyone catch that? Watch it.
They're consumed to deal an extra burst of damage.
What just happened there? We're doing a fucking spin around the rosy here, chat. What just happened? I'm on the ceiling. What just happened there, chat? There's a plate on tier 2 turrets. There are a plate on tier 2 turrets. Okay, interesting. Also, Giga L Riot for all these changes on objectives, by the way. I think Atacon was one of the best objectives ever made because it's the only thing that's ever been in the game where I was like, we can always win because Atacon, they will fight and then they will throw. Such a good objective. Now it's Baron, but people will just not go Baron unless it's 100% secured. But, with that being said, they're gonna add some stuff, so we're gonna see anyways. I mean, it might be more siege turret based, so it's gonna be fun anyway. It's gonna be fun.
Damage based on how much buildup has accumulated. This should help enable pushing windows in more situations, even if you're behind or don't have the highest DPS. Demolish will be sticking around, but will be simplified to a good old 3-hit passive.
What?
Love 3-hit passives.
Yes, we do.
What the fuck just happened? Huh?
Sticking around, but will be simplified to a good old 3-hit passive.
Love 3-hit passives.
Yes, we do.
Turret plates will now stay on outer turrets permanently and will be added to the inner and inhibitor towers as well. We're doing this to create long-term piecemeal rewards for pushing. No matter what state the turret's in, you're likely to mine some gold by taking aggressive actions. We're not adding more gold to the map with these changes. Instead, we're going to be basically spreading out the current gold for killing a tower and splitting it across the plates.
No. Wait, what? Whoa. What do we mean by that?
To further facilitate pushing, we're ramping up minion respawn rates in the late game to give more frequent access to sieging turrets. We're also adjusting late game home guards to swiftly take you to your most pushed minion wave in each lane.
And finally, Nexus turrets will respawn with partial health missing. We like that the respawn allows a team to hold their base for a while and not have to worry about getting back
Low-key, I like this
Twitch,
change.
But with a full health respawn, it meant that it was honestly incorrect for a sieging team to finish killing the
W
turrets
change.
Now, for our biggest change for next year, role quests.
When you load into the game in January, top, bot,
Sorry, what? Roll?
and mid lane will now have their own quests that reward unique power, similar to the jungle pet evolutions and the support item upgrades.
You'll progress these new quests by killing minions, champions, plates, towers, or epic objectives. All the things you'd normally be doing in a game. You'll progress even faster by doing those in your assigned lane.
Your quest is decided by which role you've been assigned in the lobby, so if you and a friend or a stranger want to change roles, make sure you do an official trade in Champ Select.
One of our goals with these role quests is to buff top and bot carry relative to the other roles, as they're currently the two weakest, and as a result, the quest rewards are going to be comparatively stronger for them. Now, let's get into the rewards which will be granted in a new role quest slot.
Historically, top laners haven't always felt like they have the agency over the games that they
Chat, we've finally become a Chinese game. Soon there's gonna be gacha and all these things. Gonna be able to buy skins mid-game. There is gacha. Gacha.
Deserved, even if they won their lane. And that's something we would like to change this season. Upon quest completion, top laners will receive pretty much Summoner Teleport for free on top of the 2 summoners they already chose. Now, if you had taken Teleport in pregame, instead that spell gets a lot stronger, giving a very, very large shield when you use it. In addition to getting a functionally free summoner spell, top laners will also get a bunch of bonus XP up front, more XP from future sources, and an increased level cap.
Now, to mid lane. A huge variety of champions can be played there, so we wanted this reward to be good whether you're mage, assassin, or both like Malphite mid. And upon completing the quest, mid laners will receive a free tier 3 boot upgrade like the ones you could buy with feats, as well as a faster recall.
Rounding it out for new quests, in bot lane, we're going to lean even
Wait,
harder-
level
Also faster
19?
recall.
Wait,
For it to
who
be
was
good.
level 19?
Now,
a bunch of bonus XP up front, more XP from future sources,
Wait, hold up.
and
He
an
is level
increased
19. How is he level 19?
you'll receive a free tier 3 boot upgrade like the ones you could buy with feats, as well as a faster recall.
Rounding it out for new quests, in bot lane, we're going to lean even harder into the carry part of the role. So while top laners getting bonus XP, bot laners are getting a whole bunch of extra gold. When completing their quest, they get a lump sum of gold, increased gold from minion kills, champ kills, and champion assists for the rest of the game. And you might be asking, well then what do I do with all this gold if I hit item cap? Don't worry, the item cap is going up. Your 7th item slot will hold your boots permanently, allowing you to get 6 full legendary items for extra hard late game scaling.
Jungle and support already have quests and rewards, but we still wanted to take this
Oh, we don't get anything. Oh, no. We get nothing then. Is that... Oh, we get nothing.
opportunity to make some changes to them. Jungle is by far the
I swear to God, if they don't remove this dog shit fucking pet, I'm gonna fucking take it to the curb and start beating the shit out of it. Remove the fucking pet. It's the worst fucking dog shit in the entire game. Please remove the pet. Please, God, remove the pet.
strongest role in the game right now, especially when it comes
Wait. What did he say about jungle?
to this opportunity to make some changes to them. Jungle is by far the strongest role in the game right
Oh,
now,
we're
especially
good.
when it comes to early map influence. So we're slightly lowering the speed of early game clears to give lane matchups a little bit more time to play out uninterrupted. We're also making it harder for non-junglers to steal objectives by increasing their resists and making Smite deal more damage.
Their role quest is still getting pet upgrades and PvP smite like before, and they're now getting increased golden XP from large monsters when the quest is done, as well as bonus movement speed in the jungle.
Similar to Jungle, we think support is already plenty powerful and has a very functional role quest, so we didn't want to directly increase their power. With that in mind, we wanted to give them quality of life oriented upgrades, so we're giving them a new slot exclusively for control wards, discounts on control wards, and a little bit more gold over time so they can keep pace a little better with the other roles.
Overall, we want these quests to represent meaningful power spikes in a way that leans into the unique strengths
That
of
is
each
cool.
role.
That is
This
cool.
also allows us to delete the lane swap detective mechanic that we added last year to combat pro lane swapping. We'll be keeping a close eye on how quests land, so please let us know your thoughts next year.
But role quests aren't all we have planned to make your champions feel more satisfying. We're going to bring back a few items to the Rift for each class, to give them some shiny new toys, including bringing back a few familiar favorites like Hextech Gunblade.
For example, we're adding the new Scepter of Bonking for AP fighters, which will empower
What
your
the fuck
Spellblade
is
Bonk
Scepter
to
of
double your
Bonking?
on-hit effects.
That's not the final name, is it?
What the fuck is that?
I would like it, but no, we're probably gonna give it something in canon.
I do love bonking. Well, anyway, given none of these names are final, if you're an AD fighter without a good way to get Omnivamp, you can grab Blood Sphere, which will give you some Omnivamp,
DFQ. No, wait. DFG is coming back. Is it?
and also ability haste scaling with your AD.
Or
Wait,
if you-
what did he say? I need to rewatch. Sorry, chat. I'm slow. I know I'm slow, but I need to rewatch that. Hold up.
I would like it, but no. For example, we're adding the new Scepter of Bonking for AP fighters.
Scepter of Bonking. Huh. What does that mean? Hextech Gunblade.
Which will empower
It's a joke.
your Spellblade Bonk to double your on-hit effects.
Double? I don't
That's
know.
not the final name, is it?
don't get it.
I would like it, but no, we're probably gonna give it something in canon.
I do love bonking. Well, anyway, given none of these names are final, if you're an AD fighter without a good way to get Omnivamp, you can grab Blood Sphere, which will give you some Omnivamp and also ability haste scaling with your AD.
Or if you play an AD carry who's really good at auto-spacing, you can pick up Snowbow for extra range on takedown, plus damage amp based on how far away you are from your opponents.
Work to fill those. We took a hard look at which subclasses didn't feel like they were getting enough support from the current item system and worked to fill
Not
those
permanent.
spaces. So we're
No
hoping
way.
many champions have at least one of the 9 new items that they can get excited about.
Speaking of which, we're also adding crit damage back to 200%.
All right. We know that was a lot to cover. We're excited to hear what you think of all these changes as the new season kicks off.
And in case you're looking for even more details or insights on these changes, make sure to check out the dev blog that's live right now.
That's it from us on the Summoner's Rift team, and so we'll throw it back to Pablo and Medler, and we'll see you on the Rift.
W freak.
Okay,
W
let's
freak.
talk about ranked. This year we've been making improvements to shorten queue times and make your matches more fair through improvements to inting and griefing detection. And, more recently, we ran a test in late September that reduced queue times by 40% at all ranks, in ranked, in EU West and Oceania. We want to double down on that work.
Wait, hold on. What did you
And,
say?
more recently, we ran a test in late September that reduced queue times by 40% at all ranks, in ranked, in EU West and Oceania. We want to double down on that work and make 2026 the best time yet to climb.
So next year, we'll be also tackling 2 common frustrations, mismatched teams and long queues. Something we want to address is visual rank disparity in lobbies.
Yeah. No, you're for sure gonna remove autofill, so we don't have differences in autofill. That's for sure gonna happen. Kappa Penis Deluximus version Deluximus. No, just don't do that, bro. No, it's fair actually. I have Oompa Loompa 123 on my ADC roll, and I have Oompa Loompa 234 on my top lane. No, that makes sense, and they're full on roll. But it's secondary, so it's on roll. Get the fuck out of
As
here,
well.
bro.
When players start their climbs late after a reset, you may see a bronze player in an otherwise gold game, which can feel particularly unfair. When in reality, that player was gold last season, but
That's a challenger problem. No one cares. Who's your duo for Challenger Rank 1? I'll hopefully have one. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, it is a challenger problem, but also not really. The problem is that in lower elo, it's not a problem because everyone is equally as shit on all roles. You guys are just terrible. But anyways, moving on.
they haven't gotten back to that rank yet because they've had less time to play.
Yo, appreciate the prime
So,
Zidancik.
we're adding a climb indicator to loading screens when a player's MMR is higher than their visible rank. This will let other players know that you're climbing quickly and your displayed rank hasn't caught up yet.
We're also making changes to how flex and solo duo MMR are calculated. A common pain point is someone who is silver in flex and, say, diamond in solo duo just stomping a bunch of games, when in reality they're truly diamond in both
Hey,
riders.
W.
So this season, if your solo duo MMR is much higher than your flex MMR, the system should bring your flex rank a lot closer to your solo duo one. And that should mean flex matchups will feel a fair bit more balanced moving forwards.
Next, we're making changes to autofill. The reality of League is that certain roles are substantially more popular than others, and having an autofill jungler versus a jungle
hold up.
main can feel like
Wait,
a
hold!
loss. This means that
Hold!
quite often people either dodge to
Hold up.
avoid it or hold your lobby hostage in order to get you
Hold
to
up.
dodge. When nobody likes queue times, this is an awful experience.
So we have a number of changes to make autofill fairer, and to reward you for sticking with the role you're assigned when you do get autofilled. First, if someone on your team is autofilled, the system will try to match autofilled players by role. So an autofilled jungler versus another autofilled jungler.
Okay,
for
W.
example.
W change.
If it can't match by roles, it will then of course fall back and try to ensure the same number of autofilled players
Okay,
on each
W.
team. We do know though that even with that balance, autofill games can still feel discouraging when you
Okay, but can you please tell me if autofill is equal to secondary role or not? Can you please just make it equal to secondary role? Please talk about it. Please just talk about it because it doesn't. It's
play your
cooked,
best in a
we're
role
cooked
that you
anyways.
didn't choose. That's why we're adding a new system called Aegis of Valor.
Hold up.
If you're autofilled and earn a mastery score of C or greater,
No.
the Aegis will trigger. You won't lose any LP.
No, we cannot have this. This can't be real life. No, this can't be real life. This cannot.
Autofilled and earn a mastery score of C or greater, the Aegis will trigger. You won't lose any LP on a loss, or you'll earn double LP for a win.
So for those of you who main less popular roles and therefore seldom get autofilled, first of all, thanks. We haven't forgotten about you. You'll still occasionally receive the Aegis benefit at about the same rate as other players
What?
because we want to reward the role heroes who keep the queue healthy and moving. finally, we know how frustrating it is to be constantly returned to the queue because you get enchained dodges lobby after lobby. So, we've made a few updates.
First, after a
But by the way, this is a if you guys say L change, this is a giga W change for everyone. Because for the normal players, who wouldn't want free LP? Now, it gets a little bit tricky in high elo, I can't lie. Like, from my own personal experience, like, this might get a little bit weird. This might get a little bit tricky, and can't lie. Because for you guys, it does not matter if Mr. Oompa Loompa 2-3 is getting double LP or losing 0 LP. But if I'm playing a game against rank 1 and I'm rank 2 and he's losing nothing or gaining double, it gets a little bit tricky over here. But we'll see what happens. I would imagine almost that this doesn't even work. I don't know how it's gonna be.
positive response to our pilot test,
It does matter. What are you saying? Yeah, true. No, you're right, bro. You're right. If Oompa Loompa 2-3 gets double LP when he beats you, it's gonna feel so bad because he's gonna go up 5,000 ranks instead of 2,500 ranks. No, you're right, brother man. You're beating him into the ladder, bro. Like, you see what I'm saying? That don't matter.
we're removing the ability to ban a hovered allied champion, taking away an opportunity for a teammate to tilt off the planet before the match even
This
starts.
is bad.
And then second, dodging a lobby will no longer allow players to escape autofill. It'll just get carried over to the next lobby. We think that the Aegis of Valor should provide a solid reward for sticking around and trying. So, I mean, come on, it's double LP for a win, after all. And at Master and above, dodging an autofill will count as a full loss.
We know that this is a
W's in the chat. I mean, that is a W, but also, oh my god. I do not want to have Surge and Sona on jungle. Imagine Surge and Sona on top lane. Holy shit. Holy shit.
pretty big change from how we've dealt with dodging in the past, and we believe that this will lead to higher quality and faster games.
This will be better overall,
Of speeding
though.
things up, we're also speeding up champ select by cutting down on timers and animations, which should save about half a
That's
minute.
good. Actually,
did
W.
that.
Yeah, no, I did it.
W.
And if that wasn't enough, we've got one last ranked change. We're adding back duo queue to higher ranks, including Challenger in most regions.
Oh my god! What do you mean
For
most
so many
regions?
people, League is better with friends.
Oh my god! What do you
And in
mean
the past,
most
we
regions?
disabled duoing at Apex tier ranks because it's so often led to rank
Wait, what do you mean by
manipulation.
most regions?
But because of the
Wait,
improvements
no.
we mentioned earlier,
No,
as well
what
as
do you
the
mean?
ongoing work on
What do you mean
boosting our
most?
ranked manipulation detection,
Wait, what do you
we're
mean?
confident that we can bring
What do
back
you mean
high
most?
MMR duoing without it being so
No.
abused.
So,
Surely.
call up your friends. It's duo time.
Holy shit! I'm gonna do queue all
Switching
of them.
gears, let's talk about Swift Play.
Oh my god!
Swift Play is pretty popular, and we think there's a lot of room for further improvement. And we want Swift Play to be that place where you can get in a quick game, where you
Holy
and all some
W.
friends can practice new
Holy
champions,
W.
or where new players can come and learn and get their footing on the
Omega
road.
W.
That means Swift Play should still be somewhat competitive while providing quicker queues, faster games, and serving both
Infinite
new
Brohan.
and existing players. So, we're rolling out some changes that should address the overall pacing, touching objectives, laning, and the jungle.
To start with, we're bringing over a lot of the changes
Why are
to
we-
Summoner's Rift generally that were talked about earlier in this video, except for role quests. Now, for Swift Play specific changes though, the first thing we're tackling is game pacing. Swift Play games are actually a bit long, and the general consensus is there isn't quite enough action. So things like long death timers, focusing on CSing in lane, and objective overload all take away from the promise of Swift Play. So we want to get you to the action faster and more often.
Now, while some of the Season 1 changes will help address this, you'll also start Swift Play at level 3 with some extra gold similar to ARAM. We're also lowering death time to keep the game, so
Outside with
we have a death specific
Your product lead back again to chat about WASD, this time with
The tech lead for WASD. I'm right,
W.
call me KT.
W's.
now that Worlds is over
Hold
and we're
up.
getting closer to the end of the year, we want to check back in on the
Skip
wild
was
world
the...
of WASD.
No, I need to check.
We've been on the PvE for a few months now, and in that time, we've caught and squashed over 100 bugs. All thanks to the feedback we received from all of you creative, maybe a little unhinged PvE players who've been helping us find, identify, and crush all of these pesky bugs. An extra special thanks to the players who are able to re-trigger the notorious new bug. Even beyond bugs, PvE players have been giving us great recommendations and requests.
One Redditor recommended that we add an option
They're checking on Reddit. Riot Games official. They're taking it to Reddit to understand League.
To do a single button input to move at a 45-degree angle up and down the lane. It sounded pretty wild at first, but we found through our internal testing that it actually saved a lot of finger pain. So it will be available as an accessibility option for WASD players going forward. Since our debut on the PBE, we've been continuously updating all the different facets of WASD. We've made improvements to navigating around minions, wall sliding, the new dynamic lock camera, and more. One of these features is a new auto attack system for WASD. With practice and dedication, you'll be able to weave attacks and movement, matching the experience in point and click to reach your optimum DPS. Our goal is to keep WASD as an alternative control scheme at all levels of play, not just for brand new players. We'll be keeping an eye on feedback as well as our internal data to ensure it remains an equitable experience.
We've also been updating our dynamic locked camera. We've added the highly requested ability to tune the camera speed to your liking. Along with these settings, we heard
Bro,
your
I just know for a fact that that brother ain't working at all. I know for a fact he's probably watching Nattynatt right now on Twitch. Like, that brother ain't working no matter how much we're lying. Okay?
feedback on wanting a way to scout ahead, to check for ganks, look at other lanes, and much more. So we've introduced a new feature appropriately named the Scout Ahead mode. When you're in dynamic locked camera, you can hold your middle mouse button to freely move your camera, and you'll snap back on release. These features, along with all the bug fixes, will be available when WASD goes live tomorrow in all queues except ranked and normal draft games. We're choosing to keep WASD out of draft modes for now, as we want to make sure you can have a smooth process for your ranked climb.
Really? Tomorrow?
Well, WASD will be live in all unranked queues except normal draft in patch 25.24, which for many of you should be tomorrow.
We saw your requests and questions about other features we've promised, like champion.
What just happened? What was that joke? I don't get it. Is it like because time zones and shit?
Specific keybinds and enabling many of these new features for point-and-click players. We're still working on them and much more to come.
We're at the point where we want to focus on getting large amounts of player data in order to drive our development further. So we're opening up the feedback channels to our much more global audience. Now, we still don't have the exact timeline on when WASD will come to ranked. We want to ship it when it's ready, which means fair, balanced, bug-free, and smooth to play.
Please keep up the feedback and bug reports. There may still be a few stragglers out there.
Chat. Who's mogging who on the t-shirts? Be honest with me. Am I mogging them with my sweater? Or are their sweaters mogging me? Be honest. Be honest.
Our powers combined, can we find all of them?
They're mogging you?
That's it for us. Be sure to check back out on WASD when it's live and send your bugs, feedback, and best misplays.
Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you WASDing on the Rift.
So how are your pickums?
Not great. Bit too much hopium when I filled them out.
I know how it feels, but the hopium's feeling good for me. I think I'm actually feeling great.
Really?
Totally.
Uh-huh. Who's wearing the suit then?
We don't know.
Not gonna be me.
I mean...
What is this?
We'll see.
Good luck.
Okay.
Okay, we know that this was a long one with a lot of info in it. And we'll see you again in January as mentioned to talk a bit more about Season 1 and a little bit about the rest of 2026.
Don't forget that Ranked will stay open until the new season, so go finish your climbs, have a happy and safe holiday season.
W's right.
We'll see you
W
on
right.
the Rift.
W right. W right. I don't like the gameplay changes. I don't like Atakan removal. I think Atakan was one of the best objectives they've ever added to the game because it makes a lot of games winnable. But at the same time, Baron is OP, so we'll see, man. We'll see. League of Leagues. Let me see this then. And the quest shit, I mean, it is what it is. Hexa Gunblade. Yo, Shending, hope you had a fantastic stream, brother. Hope you had a good stream. We just watched the League of Legends dev update, PokeChamp. And now we're looking at some leaks. Merry Christmas to you too. One of the league's signature, okay, Hexa Gunblade, Stormbracer, Scepter of Bonking. What even is a powerful on-hit? Like Gwen? Diana? Jax? Oh, Shimba. Oh, Shiba. Echo. Ah. Manamenicom. An item with a new active. Wait, hold up. Mananomenicom. Mananomicon. Mananumikon. Wasn't that the old item? An item with new active first one in a while they will with the power save for a short duration when you consume more mana be more. Oh shit, that's cool as Scheißer banana, bro. That's cool as Scheißer banana. That's really cool. Ember for all learning. I see light waves I like to ult and pop off. Wait. No, oh my god, I got baited. I saw the fucking Duskblade here and I was like, holy shit. That's unlucky. And getting this for 3 attacks of all you would all crit on these items so you get some bonus true damage. Oh, that's very cool. Snowbow, this is a long range item ADC, increase your attack damage based on how far away you are from your target. And also, and on takes you also get a large amount of extra attack range for a while to help up clean up fight team fights. Okay. This AD Omniband item also gives some tenacity and haste skills with your bonus AD for light fighters. This should be a late game sustain item of choice, but give it. Okay, assassin item. Hold up. For AD assassins, this item offers a way to help end the game. Wait, oh my god. Oh my god. Hold. When you get a takedown, it grants a buff that makes your next attack against an... against an epic monster or tower. Deal a large amount of damage over time. Making it so the head AD assassins can close games out if they're successfully assassinating their target. Really? We get damage on objectives and a turret. When the fuck is that useful? He also gives some extra 2 damage to spell every often based on your lethality. Hold up. An aura item with a bit of gameplay. This is an attack speed aura item for tanking melee support that stands on the aura for a while after you slow move. The range is much longer for my life line item for tanks. This gives a high heal over time effect. You get low scales. God, bro. Where's Duskblade, bro? But why no Duskblade? Duskblade was not... it was a great item that was very balanced. And super cool. You would be so good with nearly any other haircut. Do something. I feel like you're a bit biased towards Duskblade. No. No, I would never. Me? Me biased? No, I would never. Never. These are the runes that I take. And I'm the best. So you should take them.